Yep, you got volunteered for that one. So we need holders to the line, please, for this GP start. And again, we want to welcome you if you're listening to the live stream. We're sponsored by Commander, Jet Tribe, Liquid Molly, Dale's Jet Sports, Charles Ginchard Photography. Haven't said anything about Adrian Fisk today. Adrian Fisk 4F Photography. Leisure Pools, John Caldwell Pools. Vision Watercraft. I think Drew's the city of Wiley, Texas, here Lake Lavon, just down the road from Dale's Jet Sports. We had a get-together at Dale's last night. A lot of fun. Dale's actually in camera right now. If you see the man pointing and getting everything straight on the line with that ball cap on, that's Dale Swanson under the Tower of Power there. Atop the tower.
Go over there. Hey, so when I came this way, you guys are my
Get ready for the best sound in motorsport. So with a great shot there, Don Cope, but I did not hear the horn, so that means the light did not go green. Premature acceleration on that one. So if you're tuning in and you're used to jet ski racing and you can see the pictures here, this series has done away with the rubber band start, which we love. We call it I See the Light. So when the starter goes through with the 2 card and acknowledges everyone is ready, start like normal, but instead of the band popping to signify the start, we have a yellow light to a green light and a horn sounds, which signifies the start. If you go before the horn or the green light, you have jumped the start, which I'm not sure Don Cope did, but it sure looked like it to me. Don Cope in Masters ski, so he could run his buddy Brian Snyder. Don Cope on that beautiful blue and orange 93. Get your popcorn ready because we're going racing. It looks like Riley Webster with the premature acceleration. He's got his lead on his So Ryland will not have a holder, and he'll have to hold his ski in. With that dead engine start, it's not going to take you long to catch him. By the end of the start, he will be there. Drag race to the hole shot now. Ryan Poper in second. Cooper Shakespeare with the lead, though. They both go into the splits. Ryan Poper with a full head of steam. Never seen anybody go into the splits like that. He does have an advantage. So even though the whole shot goes to Cooper, give the lead to... Is it going to happen? Not this lap. Cooper Shakespeare retains the lead. Ryan Poper in second. Come on, Cooper. Looks like Maddox Haynes there in third. This is the second moto from yesterday. They will race 2 times today. only once yesterday, and it was a stack moto yesterday as well. A lot of talent in this expert ski GP class. The up-and-comers. Green flag conditions for Cooper Shakespeare. In hot pursuit is Ryan Poper, followed by Maddox Haynes. Then on the 713 is Tanner Wright, followed by Rylan Webster. So see, that dead engine start didn't affect him that much. Then Don Cope, then Reese Geis. Then Brian Snyder. Now we do have a race for the lead. I do believe, yes, Ryan Poper gets around Cooper. New leader on the backstretch. Look at that bright white, yellow, and blue ski. That's Ryan Poper riding for Leisure Pools and Peak Power Sports. Rick Cantola, if you're watching, he's out front. Ryan going through a little adversity in this class in Moto 1 yesterday. He ate his Wheaties this morning, though. They're on the start, and now they're in the green flag conditions. Ryan Poper, he's going into that yellow buoy right there like I haven't seen anybody else. He's going in the deepest I've seen anybody go. I think the only other person to go that fast into the splits is Cooper Caldwell on the runabout. Cooper Caldwell not intimidated by the outside split this weekend, but Ryan Poper has watched something and is using that section of the course. He's faster there than anyone else. Oh, you see the drone out there? That's probably 4F photography, Adrian Fish. Looks like he's following Don Cope right now. Meanwhile, Ryan Poper's got that rubber band stretched super tight. He's got at least a 6 or 7 buoy lead, not letting up. They changed up that box section of the course to take away the sweeper part of it. Now it's more of a 90-degree turn. And these GP skis are eating it alive. There goes the 28 of Cooper Shakespeare in second place. Now, I see that Maddox Haynes has moved up into second. He's on that bullet. So Cooper getting the whole shot, falls to third. Checked up a little bit. He's not going in as deep as he was. He has laxed off a little bit in that section, probably putting a little bit more effort in the next session. Meanwhile, Maddox Haynes is seen also what he does, and he's using the same line. Now we've got a race between Shakespeare and Wright. Wright choosing the inside split there, the blue slalom buoys. It looks to me like the second blue buoy in the slalom is moved in from the third. We may need to make an adjustment there. That's Reese Geis now coming out of the blue section on that 141 GP1. gorgeous purple jet ski. Here comes Don Cope, followed by his buddy Brian Snyder out of Sulphur Springs. Then your leader now, Ryan Coker, taking the white flag, and then not too far behind him, well, actually, that's not true. Maddox Haynes now on the Bullet. Maddox missing a buoy, so goes ahead and takes the makeup buoy, which will open the door for Cooper Shakespeare now taking back over second place. And now Maddox has found himself in a sandwich between Cooper Shakespeare and Tanner Wright. So battle for second on the outside of the course. Ryland Webster also in the mix. Followed by Trevor Burns. Her and Reese Geiser battling for position. Great job, Brian Coker, Leisure Pools, Peak Power Sports. Oh, now he falls after the race is over. Like Tim Miller said, anything's faster than falling. So second place there to Cooper Shakespeare, Maddox Haynes in third, Tanner Wright fourth, all this unofficial, Ryland Webster fifth. Some of them were like, we split this class up to allow for other riders to run both GP classes, and I think it was a good move. A lot of he's the boss. We all work for him, even you. So we've got JB Gasparone here next to me. He's not going to do an interview, but we'll go ahead and talk about his first moto. Camden Powell shows up out of nowhere, goes and warms his boat up, and pulls a couple of decent hole shots, and you went into another gear and said, I'm not intimidated by you or that green ski, and you put a moto together that I haven't seen you ride in a long time. I'm not saying anything, but JB, that is the best I have seen you ride in my lifetime today. So congratulations. That was a heck of a first moto. You jumped what? You jumped everything. Oh, okay. So y'all were both trying to jump the start, and Camden just premature acceleration to everybody. But, I mean, and where you were out there so you couldn't hear this, and everybody's on their feet. They were like, oh, my God, look. And I said, guys, JB is not a stranger to this. He does not feel this pressure. He knows what he has to do. He's not going to slip up. It's going to stay like this the whole time. So if you're not watching, come to the beach and watch. Right about when I said that, Camden pulls an enormous yard sail behind you, and you just sailed on through, and everybody's like, they're looking at me like, you tell the future? And I'm like, no, I've watched him ride. I know how they ride. Exactly, and that's. I'm glad you said that, because it's a split second for any of that to happen. One wave will make that happen for anybody on the course. So we're going to go ahead and introduce race number 1 to you now. Thank you, sir. On the 2003 out of Abracadabra Surface Restoration in Round Rock, Texas, that's Charlie Stackhouse. Houston, Texas on the 517 is Justin Flanagan. The 86, he's on here today, is Tropical Snow Sulphur Springs of Brandon Hodges. 32, Nick McMillan out of Fort Smith, Arkansas. The 30 is Kevin Weiss. Welcome, Kevin, on Reba Racing. Then the 21 is Kelly Willis, and he's on that bright blue GP 1800R from yesterday. So this is beginner runabout. They're allowed to race beginner their entire first season of racing. We don't allow, it used to be you could do one race, and then you had to get in with the amateurs. Now we let them go the entire season. That way they can get all their mistakes made with their peers, a rookie season, whatever you want to call it. And Justin Flanagan, I believe right now the points leader, followed by Charlie Stackhouse. That could be reversed. Charlie makes all the races and is a very consistent rider. It's a mix of GP 1800R SVHO and RXPX 300, as you see in the back there. Brandon Hodges having a little bit of a problem with the course orientation, so he cuts out a lot of buoys and goes around. Then we have a Spark out there. Kelly Willis.
Look at this, black flag. Look at these guys.
Pouring on the speed.
Look at these guys. Let's see.
I don't know. We're black flagging someone. Uh-oh.
Just in. Two black flags. I'm saying, this is the runabout beginner. I'm like, dude.
So we'll get them checked up and ready for the next race. We'll work with them on what they need to do. So in that case, we're going to open up the door for Justin Flanagan and Nick McMillan and Charles Stackhouse still out there. They haven't missed any buoys yet. So now we got Brandon and Kelly back on track with what they need to do. So they'll be marked a lap down, and they'll get to race back up for position. If you made that call to start with that GP race, you should take credit for it. Well, he's too modest. He won't admit brilliancy, even though he is. Quality of racing yesterday and so far today, top notch, folks. If you're in an area where the racing is lacking, we'll go ahead and say, pack up your things and come to Texas, because the water is hot and the racing is hotter. Flanagan there taking a makeup buoy. Might have missed something in one of the splits. Halfway sign. So if you look on the back stretch now, everybody that was docked a lap and brought for course correction, what I call, they're now in the back of the field racing each other. That's Brandon Hodges and Kevin Weiss there coming across. Kelly on that GP 1800, that blue is good looking. Most of these boats were at a dealership just waiting to be bought, and then these guys took it down to their local lake or river and rode it a few times and realized the performance. And then once they say, you know, riding down the river, riding to the lake is one thing, and with my family or with the group of friends, and then it's like I ride faster than them, and they do a little research and they see the Naughty Water Southern Championships and they say, man, I think I could go racing. And they come into this class, the beginner runabout class, with their ski, and they learn.
I'm starting to pick up your music. Not that music.
It's all right. You'll have to excuse me for 1 second.
Either. Probably just off. Just be safe. What's up, guys? Watching? If you're watching, I just went ahead and muted the feed for a minute. I was picking up a little bit of music that somebody was playing, and unfortunately, if YouTube or Facebook hears me playing top 40, they will yank this live stream down pretty quick. So just muting the audio. It's not gone. There's no problem. It's going to be coming back in a second. I just wanted to be sure we didn't get kicked off. This is Charles. I appreciate y'all watching. Sorry for the technical issue where the link went down and went back up. We didn't miss anything.
All right,
but
I'm back.
I appreciate you resharing this link because the one I had published earlier is out of whack. But you're in the right place now, so thanks for watching. I really appreciate it.
Anything changed while I've been gone? It doesn't look like it. Checker flag is out, so Justin Flanagan coming around.
I'm looking for high quality performance oil. Luca Moly Marine is my go-to oil. 2-stroke and 4-stroke, on and off the track. It's the best choice for me, and it should be yours as well.
Now coming across on that Spark. Is that Josh T?
And I ride for Team Commander. My favorite thing about my GP1 is the fact that it's super stable in the rough water and how good it handles. My name is Karis Webster and I race the Commander 1050 GP1. My favorite thing about this ski is it's a perfect transition from junior lights to the GP class.
Wichita, Kansas' own Trent Cornett. On the 506 out of Lake Havasu City, Arizona, riding for TC Freeriders, it's Ruger Castro. Out of Sulphur Springs, Texas, on the 160, riding for Comnotech Gaskets, Jet Tribe, and Jet Trim, it's Andrew Vo. Out of Lake Havasu City, Arizona, on the 77, it's River Crawford. On the 52 out of Lumberton, Texas, riding for the Good Times Mafia Racing Group, Gene's Crew, and JD 232 Racing and Salvage, it's Jaden Rosado. On the 41 out of Wichita, Kansas, riding for Big Fish Bail Bonds, Naughty Water Racing, Dad Smith Racing, it's Tristan Hebers. And out of Lake Havasu City, Arizona, on the 26, Go Fast US, Chuck Speedstock, Works Racing, Jet Pilot, Jet Trim, Go Fast Girl, Blowsion, Flow Vision, ODI Grips, Moto Option, OGO, Riverbend Coffee Company, Taylor Smith. Waiting on the course marshals to get in their positions. And then our race director, Justin Smith, is going to call out the laps. So we're now moving into Moto 2. I'm sorry, Moto 3. So this will be their final time up today in this class. As you see, the light here turns yellow. 2 goes in 1, horn goes off. And that signifies the start. We're green flag racing. Trent not happy with that one. The Superjet started bouncing right off the start. He lost a lot of time. All right, we have 2 riders down on the inside split. And we're waiting to see if this one's going to fly, and it will not. Red flag conditions, so we're going to stop everybody. No, they pulled it back in. All right, that's good. It'll keep everybody moving, and Trent Cornett now taking advantage of that. Bobble on the start. It's Andrew Vo and Ruger Castro that were involved in the start there. Altercation, if you call it. I know they shared in the riders' meeting this morning, they do not want you coming across the start-finish line until the moto has left to save time, so that way you're not messing up everybody's water in front of them. We had a few of those issues yesterday. So if you don't remember, please do not drag your boat across the start-finish line until the racing is resumed. We don't have any near collisions or any hazards that are unnecessary. Meanwhile, out front, as I've been saying all weekend, you just cannot miss this jet ski. It's way too bright. It's Cash Crawford. There he goes right there. He's not on the 928. That is the 177. Then that's Rylan Rosado there. Oh, you're right. I'm reading the list beneath it. That's Jade. You're right. So I do have it wrong. I'm reading the next moto. I got it. That's River Crawford out front. Cash is going to be in the next one, but the ski looks the same. It's just a different number. Is it back way out there? You can't tell, but I got you. I'm sitting in my homie's pit area because it's the best vantage point of all the racing action, so they're helping me with the commentary. Yeah, they're correct. They could pull a spark plug wire right now and still be fine. You got Charles Ginchard there behind the camera, bringing you all the racing action on the World Wide Web. A lot of people don't say that anymore. So that's River. Then there's Jade. We're going to see Rylan next. Then we got, this happened yesterday, the 26 is Taylor Smith. And then the 28 is a different boat, but they're not in the same moto today. What I'm wondering is Taylor Smith and Ty Smith related? Oh, they said yes. Okay. Hey, good guess. The Kennedys are not related. They're just, to me, they don't look anything alike. The Kennedy sisters. At all. Let's see who Charles is following. Charles is on the leader right now, so that's River Crawford. I mentioned their riding style yesterday, so the Super Jets now, with the availability of the sponsons and the handling, the ski stays very flat in tracks, and they're able to hang their bodies way off to the side and tuck the ski underneath them, much like the old ways of the Hyderspace used to ride. And of course, it makes for a faster lap, very smooth. Of course, most of them using the switch foot style. They turn they're going into, they move that foot forward to put weight on the nose of the ski to get it to pivot in the corner, and then as they switch to the next buoy, they switch feet to the inside of the next, and it helps the ski handle and track around the corner. And of course, it balances their weight and gives them an amazing cardio workout, as you can imagine. As you see, there's no brakes on jet skis and no shock absorbers or a seat, so their legs, their arms, and their backs are taking all the abuse from the bouncing on the waves and on the corners. Very good endurance sport jet ski racing is. Burn a lot of calories and get a lot of cardio while having an immense amount of fun. The 506, Ruger Castro. He's involved in that issue on the start, so he's racing his way back up through the field. Taking the white flag now is River. So Moto 1 wrapping up, or I'm sorry, Moto 2 wrapping up. We need Moto 3 to the line, which looks like most of them are down there. Moto 4, we need you to the ready. And Moto 5, think about it.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that has good medicine in it that they use back in the day. Yeah, I can hear everything just...
All right, racers, welcome. Round 3. We're going to do 5 laps.
Yeah.
Finish 12 with 5 laps. Here we go.
We're going to introduce Moto 3 to you now on the 03 in Lubbock, Texas. This is Riley Rosado. On the 319, Class Nebraska, Motorsports and Phoenix Tots. On the 405 out of Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, riding for Wambleton's Custom Thrust Innovations, VP Fuels, Amsoil Racing. It's Christian Bain. There's Ty Smith on the 515, Lake Havasu, Arizona. He rides for Go Fast, Chuck Speed Shop, Work Racing, Liquid Molly, LS2 Helmets, Jet Tribe, Jet Trim, Works H2O Designs, Blosian, Tasco gloves, Blur Optics, ODI grips, GoPro, and on the 928, this time I'm going to get it right, it's Cash Crawford. Green flag conditions, so give the whole shot there to Cash. Followed by Ty.
Wide open straight line.
Then there's Ryland. Followed by Christian, and then there's Bentley. Race number four, beginner skied. The line is yours. Race number five, women's ski lights. To the ready, please. Expert ski lights as well. We'll get to see the Smith boys battle it out again. Looks like Eric Grimwald also in this class today. Somebody says, "Are you cooking?" That turns my head. What are you cooking? So she meant, "Are you cooking?" Like literally, or is it you that's cooking? Yeah. See Ryland there. Doing a good example of that foot switching. And then Bentley Cox behind him, showing good examples of using the inside and outside splits. Here's Christian Bain on the 405 going around. This is on the 2-stroke. We'll see him later today on the 4-stroke. Now, I didn't see Rob if he brought the Richter this weekend. I don't believe so. So now we got Cash out there on the bright yellow and pink ski in the lead. River was in the previous moto. They're different ages, so they do not race together unless the age groups are combined. In this case, we had people riding back-to-back, so we put a class in there to give the people in the previous moto a break. It's called courtesy. Try it sometime. Cash putting the gap on Ty there. Ty, though, using that method of riding deep into that yellow buoy and then figuring out what to do with the red, holding a great line through the outside splits.
Yo, you're mic'd up. Yo, you're mic'd up, man. I can hear you.
Okay. Now we're seeing the action going around. We've got a battle heating up between Bentley Cox and Ryland Rosado now. They're both on the outside splits. Race number five to the ready. Are you still 6? No. Yeah. You got time. So in this ski class, the safety equipment requirements are that they wear a back brace. Some of the life jackets now have a back brace built in. So that helps with your back staying straight while you're out there. Of course, stand-up ride, all riding really is hard on your kidneys, so it's smart to have a back brace, kidney belt to prevent your kidneys from balancing so much. And then mostly everyone chooses now to wear a wetsuit because it's an extra layer of skin. The water that sprays up from these skis is like a lot of little BBs just flying up in the air, so a wetsuit helps protect you from that pelting, as you can imagine. But a lot of riders that elect to not go with anything on their arms, the spray hits that. This spray on the skis would be described as somebody hit you with a water hose, that amount of pressure. Just what's in the lines and coming out of the venturi nozzle and the hose there. But runabout class, a lot of people like the way I describe that. So if you were standing next to one of these runabout skis as they go into a corner, the amount of spray that they throw at the pressure is like standing up against a brick wall and having someone pressure wash you while you're standing there. It's about the same amount or same sensation and feeling, if you can imagine that. Don't recommend it. So that's what we wear the protective equipment for. Helmets, gloves. Then the shore here at Lavon is a clay bottom. So wearing a good sturdy shoe, like a wrestling style shoe, recommended over like a flip flop or just a water shoe, or slip on type shoe. There's Cash, cashing in on a moto win. Followed by Ty Smith, a little frustrated there. He pops the handlebars down, was hoping for a better moto than that, which again, this is Moto 1 now for today. So I believe it's the last time we'll see them on this class today.
Hey guys, it's Taylor Smith. We're here at Jet Trim getting some new mats for race season. Let's go inside. Hi, Callie.
Hey Taylor, are you ready for those new mats?
Yep, let's get started.
Otto and Bentley Cox, Ryland's fist in the air because that's a good heated battle, those two. They're very even and close. One is happy and one is frustrated, as they should be. Sometimes it doesn't end up that way. I said it earlier, and I'll keep reminding you, anything's faster than falling, folks. If you're falling, you're going the slowest you can possibly go. So anything other than falling, you're going fast. You put me out there, I'd fall, I promise you. Felix, did you get your shoe back? Good, because we found it. It flew off the jet ski in the air. It looked like a fumble in football. That's right. It was pretty cool. And the fact that you still did as good as you did on one shoe, pretty impressive too. Well, yeah, because I'm sure the mud melts off the foot rather than stays in the groove. Or you break it too. So that's why when I trim that, I'm tender-footed. I don't like riding barefoot. I have not. Look, we did good to recover your shoe. Sock, that's on you. We are going to introduce race number 4 to you right now, beginner ski. This was the race of the day yesterday. On the 29, Rockwall helmets, 1.5. Megan Burns. Number 10 out of Salina, Kansas, riding for Commander Mac Boost, Leisure Pools, 10 Racing, Lojan, Jet Trim. Glowfish Company, Moto Auction, Nonshine. It is Brecklin Smith. On the 111, local rider, that's Jackson Yostin. Got that one right for the first time. On the 698, that's Kyle Cox. On the 297, out of Fort Worth, Texas, riding for Jay Caldwell Custom Pools and Dean's Team, that's Baron Mernick. And with that, Jackson Yostin showing speed all weekend so far. He's coming into the whole shot machine. So there he is there on the 111, Jackson Yostin, followed by Baron Mernick, then Megan Burns. Now this is how it played out yesterday, folks. And what happened was Megan in hot pursuit there in third. Jackson, I keep someone calling him Joaquin. Jackson had a problem missing a buoy, had to take the makeup buoy. That's how she got him. And then Barron on the last lap has an issue and falls. Megan gets in front of him for the moto lead on the last lap. There's Kyle Cox right there. Followed by That's not right. It says somebody's on the 106, but that's not right. It's 106 is here in front of me. We have a rider down on the backstretch. Looks to be Miss Burns. When she pulls around, I'll be able to say so. It is. See, now I said we stacked up these motos because there's River Crawford there. He's in this moto, so we had to split motos. We couldn't combine, so give him a breather in between, not to back them. There's Baron Mernick there on the 297. Local boy out of Fort Worth, Texas, riding for John Caldwell. Megan Burns there, third place, tracking around on the inside splits. That's the blue section of the course there. So Jackson there with a comfortable lead, I'd say. Our battle here is that number 10. That's Brecklin Smith. And then I wonder, it says Kyle Cox, but I wonder if it's Kylie. If it is, they can come correct me. And then the 106 is scratched. So race number 5, ski women's lights. The starting line is yours. I see a lot of you down there. Thank you. Race number 6, Runabout 1100 limited, Runabout 1100 stock. That's the Sea-Doos, the XPs, and the EXs. So y'all are to the ready. Race number 7, Josh, that is you. Halfway home.
You know what? There's a sequence between myself and
Oh, you know something I did not do? I said I would do this, and I haven't thought about it. We have a food truck up on the point. They left a menu for me, and I got a chance to glance over it. So if you are hungry, there is a food truck up on the point on the entrance coming in. They have, he said, chicken strips, hot dogs, and hamburgers. It's a red food trailer. So if you're hungry, go up there and support local business. And see what they've got. Wait on a few minutes for them to cook it up for you hot and fresh. Walk away with a delicious treat. I see Miss Shanti up there on the tower, so I would guess she's up there scoring and running the sheets back most likely to Jackson, and they're posting the results. About every 4 races, you have 30 minutes after the results are posted to dispute your position. If you like your position, so we'll say nothing, but if you feel you didn't miss a buoy or make up a buoy or they got you behind somebody, hey, it happens. Speak up. Whoa, that was close. What? All right, white flag now. 1 lap to go. This is where it all happened for Megan Burns yesterday. That fall on the backstretch, though, I don't think she'll have the time to get up to Jackson. Barron is in her sights, though. They're on the same part of the course, 2 buoys apart on the blue splits. And I don't see anybody. Yeah, so Kyle there is on the green section of the course. Jackson choosing to do the outside section. Then we'll watch what Barron does. Looks like Barron is going to take the inside green. So Barron going blue-green. But Megan there staying on the outside. So Barron's going to take this last inside buoy and then turn. And then now here comes Megan. Lap rider, though, in front of her goes down, but it gives her enough room to make up the gap. So we've got race for second place. Barron Mernick in the spot. Megan in hot pursuit. As the Bandit said, I hear your pursuit ain't that hot. Few turns left to negotiate. Megan Burns with her fishing gear out, trying to reel in Barron Mernick. Two turns to go. Race for second. All right, handed to Barron Mernick in a close battle back. Megan Burns.
Hey guys, it's Taylor Swift. We're here at Jet Trim getting some new mats for race season. Let's go inside.
Hi, Callie. Hey, Taylor, are you ready for those new mats?
Yep, let's get started.
So we do have a rider down on the backstretch, but they got up under their own power. They actually did it right in front of the course marshal, too. That's the way you do it. We are going to introduce race number 5 to you now. All right, pretty good field here for race 5, so we'll start from the bottom and go to the top like Drake. On the 238 out of Princeton, Texas, it's the great Nate Brazel. On the 10W out of Albuquerque, New Mexico, riding for Leisure Pools, Peak Power Sports, Utility Block Company, Jet Trim, Jet Tribe, Flow Vision, it's Jeremy Poper. On the number 9 out of Little Rock, Arkansas, riding for Easy Ski Hitch Haulers, Surveillance Tech, Blue Durango, Ice-T, Opera Sauce, Wave Hugger, Austin Jet Skier, J-Spec Ski Works, Showtime Freestyle, Grip Donuts, Flow Vision, and ODI, it's Tony the Tiger Tabor. And in Expert Ski Lights on the 279 out of Pensacola, Florida, riding for Team Reckless Abandon, it's Eric Grinwald. On the 107 out of Liberty Hill, Texas, riding for Smith Optics, Smith Racing, it's the 10 of Hendricks Smith. On the 77 out of Lake Havasu City, Arizona, we just saw him in junior ski, it's River Crawford. On the 28, and I'm going to get it right, that's the bright green and white ski out of Lake Havasu City, Arizona. He rides for TC Freeride, Brady Chevrolet, 6D helmets, ODI grips, Tasco gloves, WLF Enduro, HydroTurf, Flow Vision, Works Racing, Rhino Power, and Surveya Consulting. It's Lucas Cervera. On the number 10W, 2 out of Albuquerque, New Mexico, riding for Leisure Pools, Peak Power Sports, Utility Block Company, Jet Trim, Jet Tribe, and Flow Vision, it's Ryan Poper. We're not done yet, guys. On the 07 out of Liberty Hill, Texas, riding for Pro Watercraft Racing, Factory Jet Tribe, Smith Optics, Diesel Tech, Austin Jet Skier, the Watercross of Texas, it's Hagen Smith. On the 851 out of Lake Havasu City, Arizona, riding for Go Fast, Chuck Speed Shop, Works Racing, Jet Pilot, Jet Trim, Go Fast Girls, Blowsion, Flowvision, ODI Grips, Moto Option, OGO, Riverbend Coffee. It is Britton Reinhardt. On the 48, also out of Lake Havasu City, Arizona, riding for Works Racing, Hot Products, TC Freeride, and Jet Trim, it's Kendra Kennedy. Next to her, doesn't look anything alike on the 31 out of Lake Havasu City, Arizona, riding for Works Racing, Hot Products, TC Freeride, it's Kaylee Kennedy. And to round out our field, out of Lake Havasu City, Arizona, riding for Go Fast, Chuck Speed Shop, Works Racing, Jet Pilot, Jet Trim, Go Fast, Blowsion, Flowvision, ODI Grips, Moto Option, OGO, Riverbend Coffee Company, it's Taylor Smith. Race number 6 to staging. Race number 7 to the ready. Vintage Ski, you are race 7. All right. Does he need gas?
No, he's just trading the carrot.
Oh, okay. Charlie, yeah. Probably. It's highly recommended. As much water as I'm telling y'all to drink, you got to dehydrate too, which is, well, it's sitting out there on the course marshal boat. You're just in the sun. There's no hiding from it out there. Yellow light is up. 2 card is in the air. He's going to check down the line with that green flag. As you nod and say, I'm okay. The 2 turns to 1. Light goes from yellow to green. Horn sounds. We are green flag racing. A lot of bouncing and bobbing there. One of the Kennedy girls is in the middle of it. Nate Brazel's in the pressure cooker, all that cross chop. He is able to get up and get out of it. Oh, almost misses a buoy there, Hendrick Smith, but he is able to sneak in around it. Hendrick Smith really, really lucky on that one. The buoy bobbed to the right direction. Lucas now on that white and green ski with the hole shot, followed by Britton. Then Hagen, then Jeremy, then Ryan, then Hendricks, then Kendra, then River, then Katie, on Comet, on Cupid, Eric Grinwald, Nate Brazel. Look, I know y'all like me doing this. I like doing it too, okay? Look at them out there. Sounds like a bunch of bees swarming. I've got my eye on River Crawford now. He did not get the start that he wanted, and not to be just totally honest, not the start that he's used to. This Lucas Cervera has got something in that Superjet that just, I'm curious if these Superjets up front have switched to the Ziltronics ignitions. I mean, the 760 is legal in this class. I understand that. But the leader there in second place just running away from this field. Hagen Smith, a very accomplished rider. And the Popers as well. Now, Rivers getting around Ryan is working up to Jeremy. Now, again, Rivers using that really deep approach into the yellow and checking up here for the red. Hendricks also using that. There's the sisters Kennedy. They're 1 and 2 together in the pack. Now again, this is combined moto, so not everyone is racing each other in the same moto. It's a mixture of ski lights, women's, vet lights, which is what Tony Tabor there is on the 9. Jeremy Poper there, I believe in 4th place in the expert class. So again, I'm calling the race as I see it, who's leading the laps, but a lot of battles going on within the field. And of course, this is the Southern Championships, South Championships for Naughty Water Championship Series. We are sponsored by Jet Tribe, Jet Trim, Commander, Liquid Molly, Ride Now, 321 Kawasaki, Dale's Jet Sports, Leisure Pools, Jay Caldwell Pools, Charles Ginchard Photography, Adrian Fisk 4F Photography. Oh, now Reinhardt now going for broke on the outside. It actually looks like Lucas is having a little bit of trouble on the inside. So race for the lead right now. Another bobble out of Severa. Reinhold now. Let's see, coming out of this buoy, they merge. Yes, closer is Reinhold there. Got his fishing gear out, going to do a little reeling in. So we'll keep an eye on that battle. Charles looks like he's following a little bit back in the pack. Looks like he's on point. Oh, there's River Varner there now going in front of Jeremy Poper. So River Varner started out 7th in the field, racing now up to 4th.
Crawford, not Varner.
I keep saying Varner, you're right. Crawford. Reminding me that. Oh, he says he's got blonder hair. That's awesome. What y'all are going to do is make me go out to Lake Havasu and learn you guys. Y'all don't want that. Y'all don't want me out there. I've never been there. Don't really have a desire to go, but if you twist my arm. So Lucas must have heard me and is pouring on the power. They're still using the different strategy, though. Britain is trying to make the outside, which is smoother water, work for him.
They're going like 48.
The inside, the blue parts of the splits are rougher, but Severa putting together a better lap is able to keep a more consistent lap time every time. And the longer way around proving not to be better. Now both of them choose to stay on the outside of the green section. She sounded sick there a minute. We're going to need holders to the line for this next race, so please, if you are able to get to the water and hold for these runabouts, we would appreciate it. All right, so we got a lapper now in front of the leader, and Reinhold knows that. They're going to tell him to get out of the way and not use him as a pig. Now Reinhold is going to be using the outside. The lap rider takes it, so now they're both going to be on the inside. Grinwald also a lap down. Now, since Reinhold's forced to follow, he's going to get to see what he's doing there. And there is white flag, so close enough for comfort. Hendrick Smith, not in any battles, but Ryan Poper up. River Crawford also battling. We do have a rider down. I know that. Oh, big yard sale there. Jeremy, that's Jeremy Poper there in the yellow split, so we need to shut the yellow split down. Here come the Kennedy sisters. They don't see it. They do not see it, so they're going to go around. Correct. There's Taylor Smith on that 26. All right, so the white flag is out, but the checkered flag now this time by. Give a round of applause for all the battles across this moto. They're looking at each other. They knew they were there the whole time. So I believe it's third place. Hagen Smith holding off River Crawford, followed by Ryan Poper. Then Grinwald is lapped down, and Nate Brazel lapped down. Here comes Hendricks and Tony Tabor.
And I ride for Team Commander. My favorite thing about my GP1 is the fact that it's super stable in the rough water and how good it handles. My name is Karis Webster and I race the Commander 1050 GP1. My favorite thing about this ski is it's a perfect transition from junior lights to the GP class.
Bad as I am with names, I'm glad I got that one right. I'd probably be saying Taylor Swift. Jeremy Poper there recovering from that spill here in the front stretch. We'll go ahead and introduce race 6 to you now out of Omaha, Nebraska. On the 14, that's Cole 11th hour mark. Moto 1 winner out of Salina, Kansas. Wozniak Pistons, slippery wetsuits, ODI grips, 308 performance, and my family. It's Ryan Smith. On the 502 out of Ider, Texas, riding for Good Times Mafia Motorsports and JD 230 Racing and Salvage, it's Charlie Bumpus. On the 11 out of Montgomery, Texas, Race Lab Technologies own Ashley Sewell. Next to her on the 139 is Lewis Weiler. It's Lewis in this one or Bailey? I believe it's Lewis. Looking to see if I missed anybody. Oh, Sean Cox on the 310. Yep, 149 is Lewis Weiler, not 130. Runabout lights and four-stroke runabout lights and vintage, if you would call it, Sea-Doo. So we need a 2-minute hold. We need a 2-minute hold for Cole Martin. So we'll shut everybody down and let Cole go. He doesn't need the 2 full minutes. His ski is running. Making sure everybody's happy. Justin, he's good. So they're going to lift the skis up out of the water, get them cleared out for the exhaust, set them down, load the pumps. 2 goes to 1. With a wonderful exhibition of speed there, Ryan Smith on the 308. All right. So we got Ryan Smith in the lead, followed by Sean Cox. Then Cole Martin on the inside will give him third. Then we've got Lewis Weiler on the EX there in fourth, followed by on the inside split, Ashley Sewell. We got race 7 now coming to the staging area. Thank you. Race 8, you're available. Lewis switching to the stand-up method there on the EX. He's been watching Cooper Caldwell. Charlie Bumpus out there going. Here comes Sean Cox. He's out of Plattsmouth, Nebraska. That's Bentley's dad. We see Bentley a lot. Sean likes wearing those baggy style ride pants like the freestyle motocross racers wore. And he's in a battle with Cole Martin there, who actually makes the pass. No, that's Charlie. Yellow ski on yellow ski. So Charlie gaining the field a couple of laps down. He's out there to get his points. So Sean knows that, so he's going to elect to go to the outside. He is in a battle with Cole Martin. They're not in the same class, but they are racing together. At one time, this XP class, Runabout 1100, one of the largest classes in the world. A lot of Sea-Doos used to race this class. Now it's a vintage class, stays alive because of the popularity. These skis are either a 787 motor from Sea-Doo with ray valves, or I do believe some of them have the 951 SPX version, which is a larger ski on a Rotax platform. It's mounted on a 45-degree angle and has ray valves at the top, a lot more horsepower. 951, a very popular power plant for many years. Now it's difficult to find electronic ignitions for them. So again, when the vintage world, you're relying on eBay and remanufactured parts if they still have them. Not a lot of availability out there anymore. And as you see on the new 4-stroke EX, you can buy those right now at a dealership near you. Commander Industries will sell you one. I want to thank the city of Wiley and hosting us this week. I know we're a rowdy bunch of kids and adults, but we let all that rowdiness happen on the race course, and we enjoy all the things around the Dallas-Fort Worth area here in Wylie. We had a hospitality night last night at Dale's Jet Sports. It was a lot of fun. Dale, one of the historians of the sport, he's got vintage skis at his shop, modern skis at his shop, full machine shop available. He can build custom parts, repair existing parts. He's got a test tank on site. Comes down here to Lake Lavon, just down the road from his shop, and water tests everything for you. So when you drop everything off with Dale, he looks through it, fixes it better than new, goes out and rides it, proves it, tests that it will work, calls you up, returns it back to you better than it was when you brought it in. Sean Whitaker, also Dale's Jet Sports, very qualified, very capable jet ski mechanic. So we got Ryan now coming into the back section of the course, and Sean just entering the back section of the course. I believe they're going to take the white flag this time. Justin is holding a flag, and it is the checkered flag. So there's Ryan Smith, undisputed moto winner for the weekend so far. Great job, Ryan. There's Sean out of Nebraska. And it looks like Charlie, no, that's Cole Martin taking the makeup buoy. Charlie was smart. He would take the makeup buoy on every lap. That way he can get scored for the full moto and not miss any buoys. Here comes Lewis Weiler. And that's exactly what Charlie's doing. Great strategy, Charlie. Way for to pull out a moto victory to keep some points going for you. Have a good talk with Charlie here in a second. Here comes Miss Ashley.
When I'm looking for high quality performance oil, Luca Moly Marine is my go-to oil. 2-stroke and 4-stroke, on and off the track. It's the best choice for me, and it should be yours as well.
Race number 7 on the line. Race 8 to staging. Race 9 to the ready. And Ashley, you're in race 9, so take a breather. Race number 7, Vintage Ski Limited, Vintage Ski Open. So on the 52 out of Lumberton, Texas, riding for the Good Times Mafia Racing, GC Mechanics, JD 232 Racing and Salvage, it's Jaden Rosado. On the 201 out of Austin, Texas, also riding for the Good Times Racing Mafia, it's Chad Manson. On the 427 out of Nederland, Texas, it's Jerry Rig Racing's Josh Bro. And out of Corpus Christi, Texas, on the 504, it's Sean Carlson. He said 4 laps there. So this is where jet ski racing started. Now the 550s are allowed to have multiple handling mods, so you'll see tubby sponsors that throw rear and the water wings, or the fish sticks, as I affectionately call them, on the back, allows these skis to can catch a rail much earlier than doing the old body style turns or the fun butt drag turns of the age of old. These are the jet skis that made racing what it is today. Wouldn't be here if it wasn't for these skis. So they start out as a 550, and they start out as a 550, still stock 550 cases. They're allowed to put handling modifications on them and lighter weight. Oh, big, huge spin out. Big, enormous spin out right in front of all the other riders. It's Jalen Rosado with an enormous power slide. Looked a lot like Dave Gordon. Looked a lot like Dave Gordon in freestyle, just doing an enormous power slide. Oh, and he goes down again. Josh is out there. I'm going to admit I'm getting old. When you go from the power slide like that, you can do a 360 in the tray pirouette. Then the back of the ski sinks, and you do where the nose is up and the pump is down, but I forgot the name of that move in freestyle. I'm sorry. It was my favorite one. I was good at it. I could do it one-handed and one-footed, and I cannot remember what the name of that freestyle move was. Ralph, if you're watching, you know what I'm talking about. Text me what that move is, and I'll make sure I say it right. Fischetti, when he did that move, would grab the air intake on the hood and turn the handlebars to where he would spin like a cork in the water. They called it the corkscrew, actually. Fischetti, one of the best at it. They could all do it, but Fischetti put a lot of style to it. So we've got your leader, Josh Bro, followed by Chad, and then after that big spin out, we've got Jaden now in third with 4 laps. 2 of them are down, so he's going to have to do his best to catch Chad. He was the Moto 1 winner yesterday, so he will get second, I believe, on the box now, unless he can get to second, because I believe Chad finished second yesterday. So right now he's racing with Chad, and if he does not get past him, he's actually racing for Josh for second place. There's Sean there on the 504. Race number 8. The starting line is yours. Thank you. Race number 9, which is Runabout. So he did get it. All right. So Jaden Rosado now going up to second by Chad Monson. I hope Chad defended that a little bit, because he would be in second overall if Jalen can get in front of Josh, which it looks like he's going to have enough time to do. Then he will be your undisputed champ of the Southern Championships here at Vintage. Charles is following him, so they're a buoy apart. Jalen's watching what Josh is doing. Josh is running a tight line, saying that if you're going to pass me, it's going to have to be on the outside. And to quote Days of Thunder, the boy doesn't have the stones to pass me on the outside. So they're going to get the white flag this time by. 1 lap to go. Now Josh does a little bit of a stall out, but he knows he's in position. He's going to elect to go to the outside splits. Jalen's going to take the blue inside split. He's going to have to run perfect through them. Tight on the first, loose on the second, no bobbing, all weaving. Now as they go into the last section of the split, they are even, but Josh is going to have an advantage. Will Jalen come out ahead? He does. Jalen Rosado pass for the lead on the inside splits. Gets the whole shot, spins out in front of everybody, gathers it back up, bobbles again, races his way back up on a 51-mile-an-hour ski to take the lead on the last lap. Now he's looking behind him, probably saying, did I just do that? Yes, sir, you did. Yeah, so, usually these jet skis are found and refurbished by one guy, and then he decides to get tired of it, passes it on to another guy that's willing to take it the rest of the way and come race it. Or you get the good old-fashioned barn find, which is what I love, somebody that doesn't know anything about it and doesn't want it anymore, and you show up, carry it home with you. Oh, he does a body turn in the last corner. Ryland down there excited for him. He's breathing heavy. There's Josh in second. He's looking at me. He said, I tried to make it as wide as I can, Joey. If someone is willing to take this fly away from me, I would really appreciate it.
When I'm looking for high quality performance oil, Luca Moly Marine is my go-to oil. 2-stroke and 4-stroke, on and off the track. It's the best choice for me, and it should be yours as well.
Race number 8 on the 627 ride for Big Fish Bail Bonds, Naughty Water Racing, Dad and Smith Racing. It's Trent Cornett. On the 160 out of Sulphur Spring, Texas, riding for Comden Tech Gases, Jet Tribe Racing, Jet Trim, and Dean's Team Performance, it's Andrew Bowe. On the 106 out of Quinlan, Texas, riding for Bentley Plumbing, it's Javier Falcone. Is he on the 106 or the 10? Oh, it's missing. He's on it. On the 41 out of Wichita, Kansas, riding for Big Fish, Bail Bonds, Naughty Water Racing, Dad and Smith Racing is Tristan Hebert. In the 10 to 12 4-stroke lights, we've got on the 466 out of Flower Mound, Texas, Ukraine, Works H2O Designs, TCS Marine, UA7, Brindley Cross Construction, Felix Mironenko. On the 405 out of Oklahoma, 405 Motorsport, Wimbledon Customs, Thrust Innovations, BP Fuels, Amsoil, Smith Racing, Christian Bain. And on the 319 out of Placerville, Nebraska, riding for All Seasons Motorsports, it's Bentley Cox. So Bentley took some tips from JB on the starts, and doesn't necessarily work for him on the 2-stroke Superjet, but on this heavier 4-stroke Superjet, he's able to leave the line very flat and track in front of everybody else. So as you're watching, you're going to see the dark blue boat there on the outside. And in this class, Javier Falcone and him are evenly matched. Javier gets to the yellow buoy first. Oh, and Bentley goes down. Tristan eats him up. Felix eats him up. Now he's in a battle with Andrew Bowe. Tristan Hebert, Trent Cornett, Christian Bain. And you can throw a blanket over the top 6. Donna Queener, you know what I want. Oh, it looks like Charles is taking a bit of a water break, and we've got Sadie Meyer behind the lens, so you're looking at footage from Miss Juaritos. Had a chance to meet Sadie last year at this round in Weatherford, Texas. She came in and talked to us. She was riding Mark Marriott's ski. She had a great interview and followed her since. That's how you do it, folks. You come in and introduce yourself and tell them who you ride for, what you do, and then they follow you online, and after that you become friends and see things and answer things and do things. Now she's learning the production side of racing. Javier Falcone in the lead. Now Bentley getting around Felix for second. Andrew Vo following Bentley and getting near Felix for third. Tristan watching the battle. Trent following Tristan. And then where did Christian go? There he is. Smart. I know when you're coming around when Cooper's racing, so that's when I ask. Yes, sir. All right. Dale Swanson, this is Joey talking to you on the microphone. We're going to scratch 405 out of this one. 405 is being used as a course marshal boat. It will not be racing in this class. So Javier still out front using the outside. Bentley's decided to follow him. Green flag is up, the 2 card is out, so that means there's 2 laps left. We'll get the white flag this time by. Andrew Vo has gotten in front of Felix. Now Tristan following Andrew, also trying to get in front of Felix. Has an issue. We got a rider down on the outside. That's Tristan. We got a rider down on the outside split. He's trying to swim to the ski doing the backstroke. That or he's really mad and he's slapping the water. Knowing Tristan, it could be both. Now here comes Trent. Javier racing up now to Christian. He gets out of the way for him. White flag flies. Bentley's going to go to the inside. Want to remind you there is a food truck up on the point, so if you're hungry, go and visit the food truck. Be there all week. So if you don't do it today, that's okay. Go up there, check it out, make a plan for tomorrow. Now Tristan, I don't know if he missed a buoy or not on that spill, so he's going to go ahead and take the makeup buoy just in case. Trent coming around now. I believe he's comfortably in 5th. Javier racing up to him. Seeing something this year in these young riders that Javier has definitely woken up to riding what he has faster. Bentley also on this 4-stroke class has really come a long way in a short amount of time. Andrew Vo, always a very consistent rider.
And I ride for Team Commander. My favorite thing about my GP1 is the fact that it's super stable in the rough water and how good it handles.
My name is Karis Webster, and I race the Commander 1050 GP1. My favorite thing about this ski is it's a perfect transition from junior lights to the GP class.
All right, we're going to introduce these Runabout red lights to you. Race number 9, Runabout Rec Lights, amateur junior rec lights. We're going to call out on the 149 out of Dripping Springs, Texas, Easy E Racing, Brianna Weiler. On the 38 out of Hazlet, Texas, that's Ashton Avery. 636 out of Round Rock, Texas, riding for Alchemy Tech, that is Matt Reeves. On the 404 out of Lake Havasu City, Arizona, Team Reckless Abandons, Taylor Grinwald. On the 193 out of Fort Worth, Texas, riding for Jay Caldwell, Custom Pools, Dean's Team, Jet Tribe, Jet Trim, it's Cooper Caldwell. On the 32 out of Fort Smith, Arkansas, that is Josh Teague. And again, on the 11 out of Montgomery, Texas, riding for Race Lab Tech, it's Ashley Sewell. Cooper Caldwell on a different planet in this class. Really love to see him let everybody go and race up through the field. Says he'll consider it, which means no. And I think he could do it. So they're going to light the tires, and we're going to light up the starting line. 2 goes to 1, green light. So Ashley and Cooper actually neck and neck on that start. Ashley moving back in the seat to keep the pump loaded. Cooper's hanging way off the back, but as the skis get to the power band, that's where you see Cooper's power differ than the others. It's not the bottom of the spectrum, it's when the pump loads up and gets to the top. Now, Brianna Weiler, meantime, on the outside is going to get to the yellow buoy first, but she comes in tight. Cooper takes advantage of the straight line, and unless he messes, Cooper Caldwell with the whole shot, followed by Brianna Weiler, then Taylor Grinwald, then Ashley Soule, because Matt Reeves has a little bit of bobble, Ashton Avery, and Josh Teague. Okay, I'm reading concert tomorrow, 5 to 10 p.m. Food and beverages sold on site. Food trailer was there from 7 a.m. to 2. That will reopen tomorrow. Okay, no more food trailer. But there is a concert tonight at the Boathouse. I heard that earlier. Or Saturday night at the Boathouse. Yeah. Yeah, it is Friday. Yesterday felt like Friday. Boathouse is open right now. So if you're looking for air conditioning, that's the closest place you're going to find it. You're welcome. Thank you, Mr. Woody. Hey, I said after they cut these trees down yesterday, it was like seeing everything in HD. And that's fine. And the thorn bush, too, that was a big thing. Yes, absolutely, the thorn bush. So I know Lewis Weiler watching this one, probably going to have a talk with Brianna. That was the best start I've seen her have yet. But that outside split, you're supposed to give room to accommodate the inside split coming on, and she did that, but had to make up a good amount of ground to get into that yellow where Cooper got to straight line it. So that cost her about a boat and a half length. See if we can't tighten that up. Meanwhile, speaking of Weiler, Grinwald has got his hands full with her, trying to catch up to her. She is on a rail right now. Tail stand, that's what it was. Tail stand. Thank you. I called it a stall out, but you're right, it was a tail stand. I was good at that move in freestyle. I can do that really well, and I can stand on my hood really well.
Wait till they all come through on this lap, and then I'm going to have you pull it back.
Riding in a straight line. I could not do standing on my hood and turning 360. That was hard.
Come my way.
Jay Caldwell Pools, Custom Pools. Brianna Weiler on that Easy E Racing entry. Taylor Grinwald, Team Reckless Abandoned. Then Ashton Avery. Ashley Soule. Matt Reeves. They had really good footage from the last race together in Paris. Then Josh Teague, they're on the 32.
All right, my man, if you'll grab that red and white and drag it back straight towards me.
I don't know how new is Josh to the EX. I usually see him on a Spark, which is ridden by another rider this weekend. So Josh getting used to that EX. Course Marshal Courtney out there making an adjustment on the merge buoy into the splits.
That's good.
Holders to the line. We need holders to the line for the next moto. Do we not? Nope. So this time by, I believe Cooper's going to get the 2 to go. Nope. Next one they've gone 3 laps. Yeah, so they went 3 laps. This is 4. So the halfway flags. Cooper saw it. So Cooper also rides in the Runabout stock class, which is much faster. He gets used to the course on this boat, which is tighter and slower or lower horsepower, and understands the course and how he wants to ride his line. Then, of course, when he gets on the higher-powered boat, he's already got an idea of what he wants to do on that ski, and since that boat is heavier and the nose bites down deeper, he can able to run it into the corner like we've been describing to you, where he goes into that yellow really deep and then cuts out. So riding the slower boats or the less horsepower boats can give you an advantage in the higher powered classes. You also see it as an example with the younger guys that ride the 2-stroke Superjet and the GP boats. Again, wanted to thank Charles Ginchard for supplying all the footage for us here and putting it on the World Wide Web. I am Joey Domingue from Port Neches, Texas. Charles is Charles Ginchard Action Photography, and I am JD 232 Racing and Salvage. Ride in the Houston area with Ralph Henning and the Rosados, Josh Bro, Mark McQueen, Rob Campese. Love coming to the races, calling the action for you guys. Everybody tells me how much they love it when I'm here, and I'm going to tell you I love it when I'm here too. So, Grinwald now moves in front of Weiler. Weiler taking the Joker buoy and giving up a spot now to Grinwald, and then Ashton Avery trying to move in as well. 2 laps to go, so we've got a battle now. Grinwald into second. Caldwell too far out front to make a difference now, but Grinwald's going to get away from Weiler, and Weiler's going to have her hands full with Ashton. Let's see how easy E is. It is not easy. Somebody out there is hot. I can hear it beeping. So Cooper is going to take the white flag. Cooper, of course, riding for Dean's Team Performance, J. Caldwell Custom Pools, Jet Trim, Jet Tribe, Deplorable Racing, Marine Technology Incorporated. His family, his grandparents, the Pribbles, his sister Courtney, just getting his driver's license this year and driving to school and driving to practice. He's on a workout regimen and a diet. He's got a trainer. Says he wants to be a professional jet ski racer when he grows up. Think you're there, buddy. Brianna found a little bit of speed there in the back section of the course, so Ashton running out of time. I don't believe he's going to be able to get to her. Grinwald, in the meantime, getting away from both of them. Ashley Sewell using the inside splits to dig the smoother way around, which is going to keep her away from Matt Reeves. And then Josh Teague there also using the inside splits. Let's see. Justin Smith boots are still missing, so we're still on the lookout for those. Felix lost a boot earlier. We got it back, but he's missing a sock now, so if you see a sock floating around, that's Felix's sock. Rhea Brown, downtown Rhea Brown found a gold, or I shouldn't have said that, found a bracelet or an anklet. So if you've lost a maybe gold anklet or bracelet, Cooper Caldwell with the win, followed by Taylor Grinwald, then Brianna Weiler, Then Ashton Avery. At 38.
Hey guys, it's Taylor Smith. We're here at Jet Trim getting some new hats for race season. Let's go inside.
Hi, Callie. Hey, Taylor, are you ready for those new mats?
Yep, let's get started.
On the 69 out of Kaufman, Texas, Greener Grass Racing's Joey Malden. On the 466 out of Hurst, Texas, right across the Texas TCS Marine, that's Joe Grilski. On the 502 out of Ider, Texas, riding for the Good Times Mafia Motorsports and JD 232 Racing and Salvage is Charlie Bumpus. On the 17 out of Wichita, Kansas, that's Shannon Watson. That's the blue and yellow X2. On the 96, Corpus Christi, Texas, that's the green and black ski of Ryan Carlson. Now in Sports Spec, your Moto 1 winner. On the 111 out of Melissa, Texas, Neptune, MFS, Dale's Jet Sports is Casey Skinny Moore. On the 145 out of Pensacola, Florida, it's Brandon Morris. And on the 37, riding for Smith Optics, Deplorable Racing, Diesel Tex, Austin Jet Skier, it's Hendrix Smith. Put them in the Commander trailer there. We found a case with black earbuds in them. Looks like it fell out of a pocket. So if you did lose them, they're in the Commander Youth Racing trailer with the scores. Thank you, Miss Sherry. Yeah. Shannon Watson with the Moto win on X2. Followed by Josh Bro and Casey Moore with the Moto win in Spec. All right, we're going to let the Runabout riders cross. That was one thing we asked, was for them not to just go on their own, so that way we avoid a collision. Now they'll have to deal with all that fun water in front of them. No way. Is it Skinny's birthday? No, they're all raising their hands, yeah. All right. I bet you Casey is 47. HXs and grooved down to Florida and had Bo Dupriest build her a few Sea-Doo 720 engines while she sent a haul off to get painted and found some vintage parts online. And now you see this beautiful pink and black, which is Skinny's colors, show up on the 111. And as she's giving you an example right now, it's going to be a whole shot for Casey Skinny Moore, followed by Joey Malden on the 69. Joey, as I said earlier, an accomplished runabout racer and got into vintage ski for a little bit and understood how fun it was. And there's Hendrick Smith in third. They found some speed out of the HX there. And Joey switching over to kind of find his groove in the open runabout class. And I tell you, the best thing Joey's rode is what Sean Cox and Ryan Smith are on, the Runabout 1100s. Joey was lights out in that class, and then sold that ski to buy a Sport Open boat. He has one of the original R-Pot hulls with an 1100 engine in it. It's a very fast wave blaster. And as that class really didn't grow, but he was still running with the Sport Spec class, he found Joel Hill's old HX that Travis Langley used to race and had his buddy Brent build it up for him, and now he's here in the Sport Spec class. These are all my rowdy friends, as I like to say it. These are the people I grew up racing with, and we're still out here doing it. I'm not racing anymore. I'm calling the action, but Hendrick Smith out there on the 37, that is my jet ski. I had it bought as an experiment to find out what made them tick. Realized that it was faster than the wave blasters overall, so we sent it off into the world, much like Casey did, and we had the Wizards to be. We got a lead change now. Casey going after the merge buoy, puts Joey Malden in the lead. And now Hendrick Smith in the battle, still with them. They're all 1, 2, 3 right there together. Hendrick's telling me that he wanted to learn and wanted to ride in the chop to figure out how to do some catching up. So he's taking advantage of that today. So Joey Malden, of course, in the HX here. That right, I think
on the outside of the course, got 2 jet skis trying to get on the outside of the outside line. Side of the outside line, over there by the boat. Jet skis to stay off the course. The back straightaway on the outside split. I got 2 jet skis sitting there. Tell them, stay away from the lake course. To your right, Courtney, to your right. All the way on the back straightaway. On the second split.
I think I can still hear you through that mic. Try it.
how's that sound?
Yeah, I still have you.
Okay, then we'll stay on the live and the speakers are just out. So, from what I can tell, Casey got back in front of Joey now. Yes, Casey Moore back to the lead. Joey right on her tailpipe. Hendricks using the inside. Brandon Morris, haven't said much about him. He's sitting back there in fourth watching all this go on. Now Hendricks is moved in front of Joey. Hendricks telling me he wanted to race up through the pack. The 2 laps to go last time, so now Hendrick Smith into second. He's only a buoy and a half behind Skinny.
We broke a record out here.
Dude, he's slapping it.
Great thing for the growth of jet ski racing.
Hendricks doing the bull buck and saying, come on, baby, go. It is still Sean. Well, I say that. Shannon Watson relinquishes the lead to Josh Pro. He goes down on the X2, so now unofficially we got Josh Pro in front, followed by Chad Monson. Skinny, they didn't slow down through that corner. Joey didn't slow down. Shannon's in a bad spot. Joe putting a whole moto together now. I believe he's a lap down. And then Brandon sees that. I don't know if that's going to matter if they get penalized or not. Race number 11 to staging. Race 12 to the ready. Oh, Joe's still having problems out there on the split. So basically when he leans the ski over on the carburetor side, he just loses all of his speed. Then once it cleans out, when he gets it flat, it takes off again. So Hendricks getting past Skinny. Hendricks Smith now in the lead. He used the X2s as a pick. Casey riding behind the X2s had to slow down. Hendricks picking the inside on both splits to get around Casey Moore for the lead. Joey Malden still in third. Hendricks doing the leg drag off the side. Now he stands up. Checkered flag out. Last turn. Last lap pass for the lead. Hendricks Smith on the deplorable racing. Sea-Doo. Casey Moore in second. Yes, sir.
Looking for high quality performance oil, Luca Moly Marine is my go-to oil. 2-stroke and 4-stroke, on and off the track. It's the best choice for me, and it should be yours as well.
Hey, Jimmy, sit there and just have a seat. I'm going to film over your head. Yeah, you're welcome to be there. Just have a seat. And hey, when I pan that way, you can cheer, but you're going to be mic'd up. So just cheer or whatever. Just don't talk shit about other people. You know what I mean? You'll be mic'd up when I point that way. Who would ever do that? Never. Yeah, when I went that way,
good experience to stay out in front. So who are we looking at here? Brent Reinhardt with the lead, Karis Webster in second, Trent Cornett in third, no, Tristan in third, Trent in fourth. So this back again with this is the TR1 Yamaha engine in the GP1 holes. They call this ski modified 1100. Whew, I got a rest after that Sport Spec race, y'all. Hendrick Smith. It's got my heart behind my teeth right now. I love seeing that 37 boat win, y'all. You would not believe it was the cheapest sport boat we bought. We just could not get it to run right. We asked for help. The best in the business helped us. And you see it out there still today. So if you don't believe in going to a premier engine builder, I'm telling you right now, you're wrong. Go to someone like Tim Judge at Judge Motorsports or Dale Swanson at Dale's Jet Sports. Or Steve Webster at Commander. They have worked with these engines long enough to know where the power is in them and to get it out. The example is Trent Cornett there. There's no water box on that ski, so you can hear it loudly, but there is a performance advantage to it. You know where he is on the race course at all times by your senses. Brent Reinhardt out of Lake Havasu City on that 851. And then Caden, Caden's not, is he one? No, he's not in this one. I believe that's Karis Webster out of Phoenix, Arizona. She rides for Commander Team Paid for Explosion in Pros Fly Racing. And then Trent Cornett and Tristan both ride for Big Fish Bail Bonds, Naughty Water Racing, Dad, and the Smith Racing Clan. Race 12, Novice Ski Lights. Novice Ski Lights. The line is yours, and most of you are on it. Thank you. Halfway in this one. Race number 13. Ready. And then we have a treat for you guys. Race 14. Pretty large field. Out on the water, so we'll go ahead and say that the race results, I would guess all the way up to race 9, 8 or 9 we'll guess, are posted, so you can go check up to that level. A lot of missed buoys, a lot of made up buoys, so make sure you got scored where you need to be. Reinhardt in command there, followed by Karis Webster. I believe Karis just cut the tightest yellow buoy I've seen yet. The whole buoy moved around with the ski. Her elbow hit it. I know you see those things floating around out there, and they're going around it, but I promise you, when you're going as fast as you are and you pop one of those buoys with a body part, part, you can tell it hurts. They do move, thank God, but it's still out there. And riding off the side of these skis like they do, it makes you susceptible to hitting it like that. And they float. As you can see, the way they have them set is they don't bob up and down like the torque. They actually rotate sideways and they can spin. So sometimes when you go across them, they're right in your flight line. And one time, this is a true story, in Oklahoma City, not Oklahoma City, in Stillwater, was coming across, hung way out, and my whole body hit it, and I hugged the whole thing. Ski went one way, and I stayed with the buoy. My friend Jeremy Steino, as he passed me for the lead, he looks down and says, boy, that sucks. So we want to also remind you, white flag out for Karis Webster. The boat ramp is going to be pretty clogged and congested with all these Runabout GP skis coming up. So if you are loading up for the day, we're not saying not to, go ahead and do it. But please be discreet and understand that there are still people racing. We understand you want to get your stuff loaded up and get to relaxing, but we got more racing to go. So used to wearing it on the park, I forget to hit it on my head. And before so Tristan and Trent out there riding the GP1s together, third and fourth. Both of them tracking well around this course. They're keeping up with Karis Webster well. I believe Brent Reinhardt been on this ski a little bit longer than them. Showing speed now. Great job. I like these TC free riders. They coordinate. They're all wearing the same color today. And obviously their skis probably go to the same graphic shop, but
founder of Commander Industries. Just want to go over what comes with your Commander GP1 hull kit. The hulls will come to you with your nose and wings already mounted on your ski, all your hardware with your bushings and everything all put in place. Your handle pole bracket will already be drilled for installing it. Your hood has its vents put in. It has the hood seals are already installed. It's basically aligned and ready to go. Your rear sponsons are installed and sealed in place. All of the holes are drilled and tapped for your ride plate, your intake grate. All your fittings are put in place as far as your pump shoe, your pump plate, your water lines, steering cable bracket. All that's already pre-done for you, so you don't have to do any of those things once you receive it. Your bulkhead bearing carrier is drilled, tapped, and positioned and aligned for drive shaft alignment. You have your fittings for your steering cable. One of the holes is for steering cable. The other one is for if you utilize a drop nozzle, 2.5-inch stainless steel exhaust that goes all the way through with a sealed on the.
And put Charlie on the race course marshal boat. Well, those guys, y'all let them go. Let all the sports spec go. You weren't in the crosswakes, but as they were throwing the wake around, battling for the start, y'all were just the whole time. And then when everything stretched out, y'all started going well. Shannon, you and Chad were all right there together. Sean wasn't that far behind. It just
so I was down to like a third, and I was like,
as well as yours. His is fast. It's just not handling as good. He needs sponsors. Bad. No. He's riding like Ralph. Bear stuff. That's right. Raw dog. In the Ralph. Raw dog. All right. So the yellow light is on. We're going to go down the line and check and see if everybody's happy. If they are, then we're going to get race number 12 out there. Adrian Fisk out of Houston, Texas, riding for Elite Optics. Kaylee Kennedy out of Lake Havasu City, Arizona, works Racing Hot Products, TC Freeride Jet Trim. Her sister Kennedy is also, Kendra is also out there. Javier Falcone on the 106, he rides for Bentley Plumbing. And then the great Nate Brazel's in this heat as well, along with the 506 of Ruger Castro. He's out of Lake Havasu City, Arizona, another TC free rider. Cash Crawford back in this one. He's actually out front right now. You can tell from that bright yellow and pink ski. Crawford, Javier, Kendra. There's Adrian with Kaylee. Again, these are all the 760 skis. So the Superjet, a 701 stock, but the lights rules allow you to, because of the lack of pipes, allow you to upgrade to a 760 cylinder, which is an 82 millimeter piston, so a longer or a wider thump in the engine there. Then, of course, as we talked about earlier, you can run a different ignition. You can run an ignition enhancer, which raises the rev limits up to give you a higher RPM, or you can change to a programmable ignition. And then, of course, they allow available tunes, which put the RPMs up to a certain point and advance the timing to where you get to see these fine young folks turn laps for us here racing. Runabout stock coming to the line now, which is race 13, sorry about that. We're on race 12. So I don't think Adrian's on a 760 yet. I believe that's still a 701. That's a new to him ski. Cash out front. Javier is just looking down at his ski like, what more do I have to do? Important thing in this class is what Crawford's out there doing is keeping a pace. So once he figures out speed away from the others on the course, may not ride 100% flat out, may take breaks in the different sections to rest his legs, backs, arms. But where he knows he's got an advantage over others, most likely in the splits, taking this corner really deep, he makes up time. Like, for instance, right there, I don't hear him chop the throttle until very, very late. Javier, who's riding to catch him, has to chop it even later, which puts him on the back part of the corner. Kennedy now sitting in third. This is the best showing of her today. Didn't get wrapped up in the back of the pack and got away from him early, so she's showing speed. Meanwhile, her sister using the splits to try to get around Adrian and catch up to Ruger. I always like about these TC free riders, if I say something wrong or get it wrong, they send somebody over here to me to correct them. They got a tight group over there. Tight like a tiger. All right, 2 laps to go. The other thing about Crawford is he's, I want to say short and skinny because that's not fair. I was Javier, but his gravity on the ski, he was able to ride in the middle of the tray and hang his body way off. So the ski's doing most of the work, and he's just riding, not taking the abuse like the older, heavier riders having to work as hard for the ski to handle. That has a lot to do with it, too. Champion in juniors on that ski. Wow. Well, he's a natural on it. Like I said, as small and as light as he is, he's riding it like we used to ride at Hydraspace. It's not bouncing around very much. It's staying and tracking the whole time. His exit corner is good. His entrance corner is late.
Well, Cash take
Thank
the makeup.
you for that info.
The makeup.
He did. He did. I believe he missed a merge on the outside. So he's riding at the edge. I mean, he's not over his head by any means, but he's pushing himself. And the course marshals out there, they all have radios, so they'll point like you missed one, and that'll give them a little bit of a prompt to go take it. All right, so Kendra there getting in front of Adrian finally using those inside splits. Persistency pays off. Haven't said much about Nate Brazel, but he is about to go a lap down here.
We're here at Jet Trim getting some new mats for race season. Let's go inside.
Hi, Callie. Hey, Taylor. Are you ready for those new mats?
Yep, let's get started.
Without further ado, we'll introduce the next race to you. River Crawford just came to have a convo with me. Thank you, sir. Pro Runabout Stock. And I believe amateur Runabout Stock. So we'll say out of Arvada, Colorado. Number 53 is Todd Reynolds. On the 193, riding for J. Caldwell Custom Pools, Dean's Team, Jet Tribe, Jet Trim, Liquid Molly. It's Mr. Money of Tim Miller. On the 413 out of Lakeway, Texas, it's Greg Sewell. On the 193 out of Fort Worth, Texas, riding for Jay Caldwell, Custom Pools, Dean's team. Jet Trim, Jet Tribe, it's Cooper Caldwell. On the 130 out of Dripping Springs, Texas, Easy E Racing, it's Lewis Weiler. On the 72 out of Garland, Texas, riding for Dale's Jet Sports, it's Sean Whitaker. And on the 24 out of Lago Vista, Texas, it is Kyle Robinson. The 23 out of Houston, Texas, is James House. So once again, Tim Miller, exhibition of speed on the inside, but it isn't going to be enough. Cooper Caldwell on the outside. Cooper's got that RXPX trimmed up. One hand in the air saying, I got you, buddy. Come and get me. Sewell in third. House in fourth. Weiler fifth. Robinson sixth. Whitaker seventh. Reynolds eighth. Jay Caldwell, Custom Pools on the outside. Dean's Team Performance first and second right now. Liquid Molly's burning. Cooper Caldwell, nose in the air. He's got that boat trimmed down so the nose is up and he has more control from the back. So it's more top in that way. You won't see him. You see how his center of gravity comes off the corner. It'll throw him like a riding a bull. He's only going to happen that way in the yellow. He'll get his grasp back. Now the other thing about that Sea-Doo is the seat is different from the Yamaha. So the Yamaha is a wide seat. You have to grip like a barrel almost. The Sea-Doo has an indented seat to where it grips more like a crotch rocket style seat. You grip more with your legs. Now Tim, starting to use strategy, goes to the inside split of the outside, the green section. Cooper, meanwhile, sees that, stays on the outside. Tim has a bobble. So it gives Cooper the breathing room. Dean Carrier, if you're watching or watching later, your boats are performing well out front. Let's see what Cooper does this time. I bet he checks up a little bit now that he's got breathing room. He does. So now Tim pouring on the speed going through the splits. He's going to start using the inside to his advantage to reel Cooper in some. James House utilizing the outside. Right? Is that right? It says on my sheet. The Crave Sea-Doo RXPX 300, I thought. Is Brandon Hodges out there too? I thought he was beginner. So Cooper maintaining that gap. Now he's going to go to the inside split. Tim is a little bit far back now to matter, but he will use the outside.
11 to switch to the reserve tank.
And then here comes Kyle Robinson around, followed by Cooper Caldwell. Todd Reynolds going a lap down with Tim Miller there. And Tim now getting back up to about 2 buoys from Cooper. Cooper switched to the inside to protect his position from Kyle. He's going to go around Kyle on the inside. Tim now is going to have to deal with Kyle, but he'll pick whichever lane Kyle doesn't go to on the outside. Craig Sewell, leaving fourth place. Cooper now catching up to Sean Whitaker, takes the outside. Sawing away at the handlebars there. Tim doing all he can to catch Cooper. He's 2 boat lengths behind, 2 buoy lengths, sorry, few boat lengths. Like I said, I cannot wait to see when Cooper Caldwell, Tim Miller, Torrey Snyder, Brian Baldwin get together on a race course, closed course. And then I don't know what Devin Farthing's planning on doing closed course wise, but they're all in a different wavelength. Wait a minute. Okay. Craig Sewell there on the 413. Checks up good for that yellow corner there. Lewis Weiler. All right, I believe that's Cooper's last finish of the day. A lot of G-forces rolling on that one there. Stay in front of Tim. Grabbing him a sip of water after that. Yes, they carry water on the runabouts, guys. Cooper gets a victory bath. I think he's going to go back and try to repay him. All right, we're waiting on Kyle Robinson. And it looks like James House is coming around. Maybe Greg Sewell. No, James is already done there. So Greg Sewell coming to put Kyle a lap down. And then Lewis Weiler in a battle with them. This was race 13. Race 14 is on the line. It's on the pit board too. And I know you're riding that motorcycle all around the area, so. Well, we can introduce you to race 14 on the 10W out of Albuquerque, New Mexico. Ride for Leisure Pools, Peak Power Sports, Utility Block Company, Jet Trim, Jet Tribe, Flow Vision. It is Jeremy Poper. On the 12 out of Spicewood, Texas, Austin Jensen, Mike Hill. On the 20, no, he's not. He's standing behind the camera. On the 93, what's Jeremy doing? On the 93 out of Altus, Oklahoma, riding for Coke Plumbing. It's Don Coke. No, he's not in this. He's in Master. On the 115 out of Lavernia, Texas, riding for Pro Watercraft is William Terra. On the 410 out of Sulphur Creek, Texas. On the 210 out of Phoenix, Arizona. Works. Whoa. Explosion, Impros, Fly Racing, works. The Karis Webster. And on the 335 out of Flagstaff, Arizona, parts unknown. Riding for Warritos is Sadie Meyer. Meyer. Race 15 on deck, race 16 to the break. Before the Caldwell clan, Jay Caldwell Pools rides away, Joe Boo needs a refill. Please. And if not, I'll make it. Nice to see some spectators out on the backstretch. We've got a pontoon, Redneck Yacht Club out there. Then it looks like maybe a wake boat. Then we've got the course marshals out there on a aluminum boat. Then maybe that's a course marshal out there cooling off on the 405. No. On the can't sing. Sorry, Charles. Mark. Rosado. Will you get me a water? Thank you. Goodness gracious. All right, in this little bit of a moment, we'll see if we're in Texas. Watch this. This is the funnest thing to do when you're in Texas. Watch. The stars at night are big and bright. That's right.
All right, racer, welcome to the third round. We are going to do 6 laps. 6 laps, 6 laps. Here we go.
Are you ready, sir? Are you ready, ma'am? We are ready. 2 goes. The best sound in motorsports. Adrian is not flying the drone there, but I'm sure that's a cool shot. They're following the inside split. Sadie Mir got a wonderful start. So Poper on the white ski, Snyder on the blue ski, Mir on the orange ski. Shuts the door on her, though. Both of them have their sights set on Snyder now. Here comes Jeremy around the mountain as he comes. Enjoying that clean water out front. As I said, going fast. Followed by Brian Snyder, now Karis Webster in third. Followed by Sadie Runner. They're taking different routes around the course, inside and outside splits. 15, race number 15. The line is yours. Race 16 to the ready. There's Karis Webster coming across the start finish. Gotten around Brian Snyder there. And Sadie now going to have to do a ride on this lap.
Looking for high quality performance oil, Marine is my go-to oil. 2-stroke and 4-stroke, on and off the track. It's the best choice for me, and it should be yours as well.
Race number 15 to you on the 462. I believe so. It's Seth Pettit. On the 0 out of Altus, Oklahoma, it's Brian Ridley. On the 51 out of Liberty, Missouri, the Missile, Mike Williams. On the 515 out of Lake Havasu City, Arizona, riding for Go Fast US, Chuck Speed Shop, Works Racing, Liquid Molly, LS2 helmets, Jet Tribe, Jet Trim, Works, H2O Designs, Blosian, Tasco Gloves, Roller Optics, ODI Grips, and the GoPro, it's Ty Smith. And on the 35 out of Montgomery, Texas, riding for 4F Photography, Cinematography, and something optics. I don't remember. It's the 35 of Adrian Fisk. It's Smith Optics. Race number 16 to the ready. We're going to get to see another matchup between Harley Ritchie, Camden Powell, JB Gasparone, Tim Miller, and Mason Katera. Should be a good one.
All right, racers. Welcome to the third round. We are going to do 6 laps to finish you off today. 6 laps. Here we go.
Followed by Mike Williams there. Michael Williams on the 51 on that Red Nation SXR. Then we got Ty Smith on the 515. Followed by the Zero, which he's usually on a GP1, but he's elected to go on the SXR. And there's Seth Pettit there, the 462. Brian Ridley on the Zero. Seth getting used to that SXR. New to him. Looks good on it, though. No pink shorts today. It's all right. They're drying, he said. Bring him back out for the week. GP Ski is coming to the line. I saw them all leaving to go that way. Pro-Am GP to the line, which is race number 16. Tim Miller, Camden Powell, JP Gasparone, Mason Katera, Harley Ritchie. They'll need holders, so why don't you get down there and help us out with holders. That's Adrian on that 35 boat. Adrian actually learning to be a jet pilot in real life. Wants to fly airplanes as a career. There's Brian Ridley on that Zero. hood is white on my SXR 1500. The green hood looks a lot better, much brighter. Seth Pettit agrees. He's also got a green hood. Same graphics, though. Best color scheme they ever made, black on green. Charles right now covering the leader, Adrian Fisk, there on the outside split. And then we've got Ty Smith on the inside splits trying to reel Adrian in. And then we got Mike Williams there also on the outside. He's got that bright red and yellow jet ski. As I said, part of that Red Nation. Big Chiefs fan. All right, we got a race for the lead here with Adrian Smith relinquishing the lead to Ty Smith. Adrian Fisk. It's Smith and Smith. So Adrian relinquishing the lead there to Ty Smith. Adrian taking a bit of a breather. I am actually tuned in at the moment to the live stream. And Charles Gitchard able to share. It says that we've got 20 shares and over 1,100 plays today. So that is what your racing action is producing on the World Wide Web. Is over 1,000 people have tuned into you at some point today to watch. So thank you for sharing and telling your friends and your family at home. My wife told me she's tuned in, listening. Said that she gets tired of the sound of my voice, but for whatever reason today she misses it, so she tuned in.
Yeah, you ought to just be able to pull it up and scroll back in time to the beginning.
All right, in second place, there goes Adrian.
Charles Gitchard Photography.
Hello, sir.
Hey, we had a lead change I don't think I ever heard announced. Like Ty Smith's a mile out front now.
Huh? Yeah. Please. Brian Ridley on the zero going around. Charles is on the out backstretch there. So I believe we're watching Seth Pettit come around.
Now we're watching Ty Smith in the
We're
lead.
watching Ty Smith fixing to come and take the
Adrian.
checkered flag. Thank you, Brian. Thank you, Charles. So that's Seth Pettit there on the 462. Now your race winner, Ty Smith, on the 515. Hand in the air. Ty's had a good day. Every class that he's in, he's been in the mix for the lead or the win. I'll ask, I see some of the folks here, why did we not get Coy Curtis in? Okay, they don't know. Oh, thank you very much for that water. All right, race number 17 on the ready. We're going to get race 16 lit off here. Pro Ski GP we've got on the 335 out of Lake Havasu City, Arizona, Harley Ritchie. On the 186 out of Livonia, Texas, Mason Patera. Out of Flagstaff, Arizona, on the Bullet 91, Moto 1 winner, JB Gasserone. On the 44 out of Syracuse, Indiana, it's Camden Powell. On the 37 out of Waco, Texas, riding for Deplorable Racing, Jay Caldwell pulls Liquid Molly. It is Tim Miller.
I actually have cookies back at the house. Look, if you don't want a Grandma Gapparoni's cookies or something, I'd back there. I'd eat it. Hey, Matt.
Holders to the line. We need some holders.
Rusty's watching.
Oh, yeah? Hello, Mr. Gawicki. How you doing? I'm still waiting on my Bullet Blaster to be delivered to the house for Christmas. I got a motor for it. 1100 or 1500. I'm sure he's like, I'll send it your way, Mr. Domain.
Touch the bottom, bro. Go down there and touch the bottom. As long as you got that light he told me he held his breath for 2 minutes. I was like,
Folks, y'all are about to hear the finest sound in power sports.
It's an eternity.
That's awful nice. Ryland's going to hold Tim there.
White. 4 white. White. All right, Raker. Step up.
You can hear him shit talking
Everyone's ready to go. Way better start this time. JB's looking over his shoulder at Tim, making sure there's plenty of room to go to the inside of the outside whites. So they're going to take 5 whites on the outside. JB on that bright red 91. Tim Miller on the outside of him. Now look, it looks like a motorcycle gang coming into the first corner. But give it to Camden Powell. It's not a whole shot until they round the corner. Camden Powell with the whole shot. Followed by 91, JB Gasparone. Then Harley Ritchie. Followed by Tim Miller and Mason Patera. I believe they said today is the first time Powell stepped foot on that boat. It's bright green on the backstretch. It shows up well. Now Harley Ritchie on the 335 moves into second. JB there in third. Mason getting around Tim Miller there for fourth. Camden studying the course in between motos, not missing any buoys this time. song is My Gasoline Always Supreme, and that's the truth. I run Shell V-Power gasoline and everything I own. Nothing left. Why do you ask that? Because I make it. Finest gasoline known to man.
What's up, everybody? We're looking at Camden Powell out front, coming down the side stretch into our back box turn. Big long sweeper on the gas, across the tower. Carly Ritchie riding Sadie's boat. Moving. Split. The outside split has been the one to do today. It's been the quick split. As long as the water's clean, I think that's what everybody's been doing. Trevor Burns on the back. He's been riding this boat, I think, about a year now. Definitely getting the hang of it. Alright, where do we go? This looks like JB in third. Let's catch up to Camden all the way over here. Beautiful looking green ski, brand new off the trailer. This side stretch feels so good. Long sweeper, allows plenty of room to merge. Full gas into this box turn, all the way around, straight across the start. Into your decision maker moving. Camden taking the outside again. Let's see which way Harley goes. Going for the inside split. Let's see if he can make up some ground on Camden. That inside split is tight. Looks like Tim Miller there having a bad moto. We just want to get some points. Just get across the line. Tim, finish it. Stay on the board. Woo! Sorry I caught that, JB. We'll talk about that later. Back looking at Camden out front. They were up wrenching, putting a new pump in this last night. That ski is brand spanking new. Comes across this wide open side stretch. We have one little curve around that yellow, coming into a box turn. Ripping. Open, it looks like everybody's choosing these outside splits. We've got the insider just kind of tight. These inside splits are kind of tight for this long power. Harley's weaving. We're all glad Harley made it out here. This was a last-minute decision. He was flying home, had a layover in Texas, and decided to come race a ski while he was here. Here comes Tim back on the gas. Good to see. Camden across the back stretch. Camden and Harley might be getting closer. They're racing pretty even. White flag, one lap to go for Camden Powell. Motor in that Choritos boat. got to tell me what you think if Harley's gaining on Camden and all. They look like they might be staying slightly even, or Camden is pulling ahead. What's that? What do we got? Oh, we got Tim Miller down over here. He's going for a swim. That could be kind of a dangerous turn if somebody's down. That is a fast box turn, but we got Courtney getting over there quick. That's Trevor coming through, yellow flag. He sees him. He gave Tim plenty of room. All right, here comes Camden Powell in for the checkered. Camden taking his final lap. Clear. Everybody moved in safe. Nice moto Camden on that brand new Commander GP1. Here comes Harley Ritchie in second place. Right on. All right, where's third? Looks like we got JB Gapparoni in third. So we're going to have the Gapparoni show for half a lap while he pulls this in. In the back we got a sweeper around this yellow, then we got a double orange box turn. And from right here it's full gas across this back stretch. Buoy to hit, and then you come into this orange box turn around the back, across the tower, and then bring it in for the finish. All right. Looks like Tim made it across the line. Here we go. All right, thanks, y'all. I'll give it back to Joey now.
So Tim and JP out there talking about what they're going to get each other for Christmas. They're trying to pull the whole, pull each other's lanyard. If you're at, well, no, we'll go ahead and introduce the next round to you guys. Race number 17, junior ski, 10 to 15 four-stroke lights on the UA7 out of Ukraine, Flower Mound, Texas. Works H2O Design, TCS Marine, UA7, Quinn, Boston Construction, Felix, Marinenko. On the, oh no, Scratch Jackson. On the 297 out of Fort Worth, Texas, riding with Jay Caldwell, Custom Pools, Dean's team, Deplorable Racing, it's Baron Marinek. On the 405 out of Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, Ramilton Customs, Thrust Innovations, BP Fuels, Amsoil, Smith Racing, it's Christian Bain. And on the 627, is that right? I bet you he's on the 41. Out of Wichita, Kansas, riding for Big Fish, Bell Bonds, Naughty Water Racing, Dad, and Smith Racing, it's Trent Cornett. I know you're on 41. I can see you. I want to call you the Terror. Can we give you that nickname? Trent the Terror Cornett. Yeah, he likes it. All right. He's in football season mode, so we may say the Tackler. I asked Trent about what he likes about football, and he says contact, hitting. Asked Trent what his favorite thing about summer was, and he said suntans. And no school. So Caldwell introduced that their 297 was going to debut racing this weekend, and Barron's done a great job. I know that Super Saturday shop, they all gave it a try, and it really wasn't for them, but Barron's been riding it, coming on pretty well. John's son Strauss, also an accomplished motocrosser. So John is a race dad at heart and a businessman during the week. Oh, I hear me. I hear me, yeah. So give the whole shot so far to the UA7. He kept his shoe on. He lost his shoe in this race earlier. That's Trent on the 41. And then who we got there? Jackson did decide to race. Christian on the 405, and then Barron taking a breather in the back. I think someone said he wanted to learn to ride up through the pack. Barron did, so he's a beginner in the other rounds, so a part of it. This one he's really learning, getting to ride with the faster skis.
Terry, do you have a radio? Okay. I gotta change out a memory card in between this photo and the next one. It'll be quick. A memory card. It'll be like a 60 seconds. I'll just have to communicate to the tower.
So on the backstretch, bright green helmet, white Superjet. That's Felix Mironenko on that UA7. See Javier in front of me. Looks like he's getting ready. Are you racing the 4-stroke again, Javi? Yeah. You're next. Okay. You're sharing life jackets. All right, nothing wrong with that. Again, I can see the beach is thinning out a little bit, so glad that you're loading up all your belongings, but we do ask that the boat ramp, it's for the racers loading and unloading for racing, so give a little grace to the people trying to get from or to the line. At 28, Superjet's new. Where did it come from? You still out there recruiting people to race, man? There's more Superjets showing up. How many more Commanders and Superjets are there out there? Man. Terry's saying he's showing his leg up on the corner up there and getting people to come race their jet skis. Josh's glasses. Felix way out front. There's Trent. He's riding the 41, usually on the 627, but he's choosing the 41 today. That's the fun thing about having 3 4-stroke Superjets.
Hey, Javi, did you get Bubba's attention?
41. Tristan's done for the day.
They just gotta do another quick walk before they start. It should be real short.
Here comes Felix. Oh, they got a party barge out there. It is turning into a redneck yacht club out there. There's Jackson Yostin. Yost. Got that bright red helmet. You can see. So 2 laps. No, that's the white flag. So 1 lap. Baron Murnick and Christian Bain coming around. I see Felix on the outside, so we'll be waving the checkered flag here quickly. Use this time to thank our sponsors. As I said, the Redneck Yacht Club out there. We're in Wiley, Texas on Lake Lavon, Collin Park. So thank you to Mr. Woody and his staff for prepping this site for us and parking all these big rigs the way they are to get us in here and get us down to the boat ramp. Mr. Woody wanted me to remind you there's a concert at the Boathouse tomorrow night, and the Boathouse is open now. Food truck will be back tomorrow.
Founder of Commander Industries. Just want to go over what comes with your Commander GP1 hull kit. The hulls will come to you with your nose and wings already mounted on your ski, all your hardware with your bushings and everything all put in place. Your handle pole bracket will already be drilled for installing it. Your hood has its vents put in. It has the hood seals are already installed. It's basically aligned and ready to go. Your rear sponsons are installed and sealed in place. All of the holes are drilled and tapped for your ride plate, your intake grate. All your fittings are put in place as far as your pump shoe, your pump plate, your water lines, steering cable bracket. All that's already pre-done for you, so you don't have to do any of those things once you receive it. Your bulkhead bearing carrier is drilled, tapped, and positioned and aligned for drive shaft alignment. You have your fittings for your steering cable. One of the cables is for steering. One of the holes is for steering cable. The other one is for your, if you utilize a drop nozzle, 2.5-inch stainless steel exhaust that goes all the way through with a sealed on the end with a billet aluminum bezel. Because we've already drilled, tapped, aligned all your engine driveline components, then you have to just transfer everything out of your SXR and into the new hull. Everything that you need will come with the boat as far as being able to attach your motor to your driveline, for your steering cable, your couplers, ride plate, intake grate, that's all done. All your hardware for your pump is already included, and the rest of it is just used off of your SXR. So at Commander, we have 2 different options. You can get your pre-prepped hull packet, or you can do a complete turnkey boat where we supply you with everything you're going to need, including a new SXR, or if you have an existing SXR, you can send it to us, and we can use that as a donor for the build. So if you choose to go with a turnkey package from us, then what you'll receive when the boat's completed is a complete ready to go to the starting line boat. With either choice, you have the ability to choose your colors of everything that you want on the boat. You choose your top deck color, your bottom deck color, choose your graphic kit colors, you choose your matte colors. You can utilize the CommanderGP1.com design studio, and it allows you to go through and try all kinds of different color combinations, not only on the hull but also on your graphics.
On the 5 out of Spicewood, Texas, Austin jet skier Mike Hills. On the 07, no, that's the W2, that's not right. World 2 out of Liberty Hills, Texas, riding from Pro Watercraft Racing, Jet Tribe, Factory Jet Tribe, Smith Optics, Diesel Tech, Austin jet skier, Watercross Texas, Hagen Smith. On the 021 out of El Reno, Oklahoma, Travis Blanca. On the 28 out of Lake Havasu City, Arizona, TC Freeride, Bradley Chevrolet, 60 helmets, ODI grips, Tasco gloves, WLF Enduro, HydroTurf, Flow Vision, Works Racing, Rhino Power, Surveya Consulting is Lucas Surveya. On the 41 out of Wichita, Kansas, riding for Big Fish Belmont, Naughty Water Racing, Smith Racing, Tristan Hebert. On the 57 out of Lavon, Texas, riding for Dude Logic, is Marty Casper. On the 160 out of Sulphur Springs, Texas, riding for Comptech Gasket, Jet Tribe, and Dean Stevenson on the boat. On the 319 out of Plattsburgh, Nebraska, riding for Dean Stevenson. 515 out of Havasu City, Arizona, riding for Go Works Racing, Liquid Molly, LS2, Jet Tribe, Jet Trim, Works H2O, Blowsion, Tasco Gloves, Blur Optics, ODI Grips, GoPro. It is Ty Smith. And on the 698 out of Weatherford, Texas, for him construction, that is Mike Lewandowski. After this, we have one race to go. Drag race to the hole shot here. I believe that's Travis Falanga. It is Travis Falanga with the hole shot, followed by Bentley Cox, then Hagen Smith, then Lucas, Lewandowski, Javier Falcone, Ty Smith, Andrew Bowe, and Mike Myhill. It's like a herd of whales out there swimming. Falanga now with a wonderful start. Smith getting around Cox. So Hagen Smith Travis Falanga still in the lead. Hagen Smith using the inside splits. Now we got Lewandowski moving up. And Andrew, no, that's Javier now. With Andrew Bowe. Mike. So Falanga putting together a great moto. Hagen starting 4th overall, I believe, had to make quick work of Bentley. Now he's trying to reel in Falanga with his fishing gear, and he's not taking the bait. Oh, that's Lucas there now in 3rd. So Lucas there, Severa, really fast 2-stroke Superjet rider, breaking out the 4-stroke Superjet this afternoon. Ty Smith also in the mix with that Javier Falcone and Andrew Bowe battle. Racing action all across the field here with Travis Falanga still in 1st. Behind him, Hagen Smith. Then you've got Lucas Severa at 3rd. They're all right there on top of each other. Stacked like chips, 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. Falanga knowing that halfway is going to be the next one. a rider down on the backstretch. Orange color, so it looks to be like it's Andrew Vogue. Pretty good ways from his jet ski too. So the leaders coming around shouldn't be affected by it. That is there, Ty Smith. Now, Severa making a move for second place on Smith, gets the job done. Smith goes down. Yeah, he's got time too. So Severa doing what Smith wasn't able to, and that's reel in Falanga. Now, Travis is older. Travis is not, he's a young man, but he's not a kid. He's not a youth. So as these laps at this speed, this pace wind on, gather, whatever you want to call it, he's going to start to get tired, and Severa knows that. Hagen also not a youth. He's a young man, so he knows when his time is done. He's going to sit back there in third place. So white flag. Justin did have the 2-card up, so Falanga's going to take the outside. Severa now on the inside. He's going to have to ride it perfect, and Falanga's going to have to make a mistake. So he takes that corner well. They're going to come into the merge. Cervera now makes a pass attempt. Nope, Falanga better on the outside, but they're still right there. This is where he passed Smith. Falanga shuts the door. Cervera gets a face full of water. They take the outside, no working the inside split. 7 turns to go. Cervera goes way wide there. That was the move he needed to make. No more splits. Everything is sweeping until the finish. I'm no wizard, but I just don't think he's got enough time. Falanga put together a wonderful moto. And hand the moto win to Travis Falanga. Second place, Lucas Cervera. Great effort. Like I said, these skis are built even. There's not really an advantage other than handling and rider. And shaking his head a little bit. He usually gets a better start than that to put him in a better spot. This is a little different class than he's used to. Javier extending into this class. He turned old enough to be able to race it, so he goes ahead and races it too. Tell him want to forget about Mike Lewandowski out there. He did 698 home. And I think it's Bentley still out there. Bentley didn't go a lap down, but the way he ended up just on the opposite side of the course. Get Bentley on the trailer. Sean and his wife go pick him up. Bentley's had a long day too.
I'm looking for high quality performance oil. Luca Moly Marine is my go-to oil. 2-stroke and 4-stroke on and off the track. It's the best choice for me, and it should be yours as well.
time, Shake Snyder putting the moves in on Haynes. Wright's not in the mix, but Webster racing up to Wright. Reese Geist now racing up to Webster. Poper now going into the back section of the course. Haynes is actually getting away from Shake Snyder. Runabout, not so much. Ski is starting to get grueling.
I recorded here, so I have everything but the live.
Where's Poper? He's going into the beginning of the backstretch, or the end of it, rather. Haynes is 3 buoys behind him. Shake Snyder a buoy and a half behind. And Wright about 3 buoys back. So, two laps left. It's got the guard up. Ryan acknowledges it. So the white flag. Now the white flag's out now. So 1 lap left to go. First, second, third, and fourth have not lit up yet. They are going just as strong right now as they did when they started. What do we got there? That's no, that's a lap, buddy. No. I'm keeping track. Maddox is still there in second. Cooper is seated. That's a checker flag for Ryan Poper. Give him a round of applause. That's the one he wanted yesterday, folks. He's like, yeah, I'll take it now. I'll take it. I like this better. I like this better than having them all together. There is some really good racing in this class right here. What we had yesterday was a little confusing for me. This is better. So that concludes our racing action. Obviously, if you're in race 19 through, I'll give it to 13 to 14, and your results are posted, then you have time to go dispute your results. If you're happy with them, then we'll see you at awards for Sunday. This concludes the first round of the Southwater Cross Championships. We'll resume we'll have 2 motos tomorrow, right, Terry? And then one on Sunday. Sounds fun. Wait a minute. What are we doing here? We're not done? We're not done.
Hey, what is it? What is it? What is it?
I'm sorry, this is race 20, that's right. So this is going to be junior ski.
Okay. You guys can't add races without telling me.
Yeah, because they didn't have, correct, that's the beginner, so they didn't run today, and they're going to let everybody else run with her.
All right. Give her a flag or something. Oh, is that like,
I think that's Skinny's grandson, and I think that's Skinny's daughter right there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Skinny's birthday ride. All right, so without any more to say or do, we thank you very much for working with us these last 2 days. If it was your first race with the light, we hope you liked it and get used to it because it's not going away. We're going to light them up from now on. And a horn. I love that horn. As you load up, please be careful around the boat ramp. Your shoes are full of clay, so don't slip and slide. Pack up your beach area. I don't believe there's any threat of wind or rain tonight, but you don't want to take any risks, so pull your canopies, pick up your chairs. Please police your area. So any trash that you may have, gather it up, bag it up, put it in one of the trash cans, and the park staff will come empty them tonight or early in the morning. Mr. Woody, if you can hear me, the portalets on the tree line, might want to get them done tonight. We want to thank you for tuning in.
Yeah, Terry. What he said. I think you heard it. I forget you're right next to him.
So we hope you enjoyed Charles's photography and my antics on the microphone and Naughty Water's performance of the track. This has been a great, challenging track. Justin has got split starts merge into a big, high-speed area, so it gives everybody, instead of negotiating the normal split, it gives you a chance to get safely lined up and stacked across. So as you see in the shots, it looks like a biker gang coming down the starts all together, going into that first left-hand corner and then sweeping around. And then the blue splits on the inside have proven to be a good place to pass. We've had a lot of passes for the lead in that section. And then coming out of that, going into the splits on the green, we've seen a lot of passing so far there. And literally right here in front of the beach, coming into the makeup buoy, we've seen a lot of passing right here at the beach. And able to see missed buoys really well. So good product. I give myself a C today, Terry. I think the C is appropriate grade for me today. I got a B. A B. I know you score me higher, but still, I have cleaned up my act a lot since we started. So we don't know of any events tonight, but if you want to team up and go into the Wiley-Sachi area, I know it's not so much for the Havasu crew, if that's what you still call yourselves,